looks to be very, very dead indeed. And that finishes the Necro 3 for Iceberg, in fact. They're going to smoke up immediately. Looking for another high-value kill. All they see is an Enchantress right now, but they do ping, and they have a ward showing no one. Very glorious cosmetic. Link into Lasso, and another death for no one, who has died 5. He actually does have 7 kills, surprisingly, but he is 7 and 5.
Who calls the Crystal Maiden?
Oh, they're just falling apart. He's finding extra kills.
My eyes
Yeah,
fight
I'm
deep.
surprised he's still here, but that's going to be an easy clean.
Places, everyone.
Song of an Eldwing's Edda.
Tower.
The battle that was
At the very
truly
least, this
in
gave
the
them
bag.
bounty runes, because he drew the attention to mid, and that meant Weaver could get the 2 bottom ones. So they make it a 2-2 split instead of
My friend,
what
this
could
is
have been like
truly in
even
the bag.
4-0. So I suppose in that sense, it's not the worst death.
Into the breach.
Is there any way to know for sure? I think this proximity mine by the tier 1 mid for Flight of the Moon, I believe that's the Rubik's.
Down you go.
Yeah, it is.
Too close to the tower, I do believe.
The health bar's red.
On.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, speaking of techies, he will
Okay.
get his first explosion kill.
Forward.
He just got, I think, 2 levels from that.
30 seconds to
He's now level
showtime.
12.
Swiftly.
Keeping to the mid lane, looks like we might have a fight. Iceberg casts his ult. There's the techies coming in as well. But he's completely surrounded. The buyback onto the Bat Rider, though, and they're still living through all this. That buff is crazy good. No one, nice job using.
I thought as
the
much.
X marks torrent combo, but he's still taking the brunt of the damage here. And that looks to be his.
The game is on.
Rezo looks to be next. They just don't have much answer.
It's all
here
fun and games
for Flight of
until
the
someone's frozen solid.
There's the last one. The buyback
No more bets,
will
please.
be
Go.
worth it. As Solo finds his way to the grave again.
Radiant's middle tower.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't, as much as I want techies to be
Agreed.
successful in some regard because it's fun to watch. And it's not like I haven't felt his presence. It just
Yes.
doesn't feel like it's consistent enough to be helpful as a pick overall, you know? In the laning phase, you can get a bunch of kills with blast off, but then now we're at occasions of getting
My claws are
big
red with the
explosion
gore
kills.
of first
I'll not
blood.
argue.
Used, I don't know. It
also doesn't
feel that great.
It doesn't really feel like VP have
Attack!
strategized around the hero too well in the draft, to be honest. I'm a bit confused about what the goal is in this game with their lineup. Like, what's the value in first picking techies to build this lineup? What does he offer that another hero couldn't have done here that makes this lineup amazing?
Yes.
Apart from just, player preference and the team loving to play with the hero, are you building the rest of your lineup in accordance with techies?
Well, he just blew up a shit ton of mines by Iceberg, and this will likely lead to a kill.
All right, big kill. Oh my god.
Fortunate that he was in that area. How did techies die? What the heck?
Rubik TP down and fade bolted him with Solo.
Lol.
Here I come.
So it's a
Well,
one
they'll
for
still
one.
take that trade easily.
Of course.
Mid lane, snowball into the walrus punch, but
It's not time yet.
it feels like just Rezo just doesn't have much he can do.
Into the breach.
Sekiro just feels so freaking good to set up the ice path. And of course,
I
PL against
move.
pretty much any melee hero just feels incredible.
Indeed.
So looking at VP's perspective, has it come down to just trying
What could be better?
with techies?
To
Is that
battle.
ever like one of those things where you're like, okay, we're not doing too hot right now. Maybe we should just play the pub techie style.
The question is, does that feel like
Agreed.
a winning strategy in this game? Because if it doesn't, then you
Forward.
are doing plan B, which is not a good plan if you don't think it's going to win you
I
the game.
thought as
Like,
much.
you have a Leshrac against the PL, but that's all you have. Like, he's gonna be an absolute monster if Lesh dies, and there will be
I'll
a
not
farm
argue.
Batrider and a farm Kunkka on the enemy side to catch you all the time. When you're going around farming the map, I think it's
I'll not
extremely
argue.
difficult as Leshrac in this game to not die while pushing waves. Any good smoke with X or a blaster will
Swiftly.
just kill you.
Oh boy.
Oh, they scanned. They scanned
yeah,
that
this
road.
is
This is real bad.
I
Desperate
take you.
attempt A good attempt, I would say, but the jump in by the Bat Rider onto Weaver. Ice Path just connects into the torrent, and he's dead immediately. Here comes the boat, and VP have lost 3. I mean, that's a really risky play. We say this all the time. If you're behind, take some risks. And if they had gotten it, would have been amazing.
Let's go.
They got a mid-tier 1. No one didn't join the fight. He pushed the wave instead.
To battle.
Got something out of it. But that ain't
Get caught off. General
Faster.
does see him.
Oh,
And there's the telekinesis to cancel the TP, so they're not going to get the Roche and 3
Here's
kills.
ice in
They're
your
going
eye.
to get a 4th English. Just a disastrous game for VP.
I move.
they might also lose all 4 bounties. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That's 10k. I mean, Techie's about 400 away from finishing his Agony
Into the
Scepter,
breach.
so it feels like it's a requirement on this hero, right? And it's different
Agreed.
from us as he's
Okay.
will get a kill on the
There it is. That's his act.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, that's the thing about
Forward.
this ag in particular. I feel like there's some in the game where you don't have to get, like, it doesn't feel like a requirement. on
The
heroes,
ice wolf's
right?
bite.
And I know that you've talked about this in the past where you don't like the design where it's required, but for techies, I feel like it is required.
Here I come.
And that's when we can start. I mean, not that he wasn't. It just helps him so much.
It does.
I move.
Is under attack.
I'd be interested to know how many games of techies have been played without an
Faster.
Agony Scepter that people have won. What the win rate is. Probably not great.
Swiftly.
The mines were exploded and Iceberg will just shrug it off. Is he going for an Agony
I
Scepter?
thought as much.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah. We're going to see the Torrent Storm come into play. I love it.
I'll freeze you
Did
fast.
he get the proper talents? Did he prepare? 100
Yep.
torrent damage at 15, and he will go for the 80 torrent AoE
This'll come in
likely
handy.
at 20.
Die.
See, that's a fun one.
Agreed.
I think it's good depending on. I haven't really talked about ILTW too much, but we talked about how he would probably go Mjolnir this game, but went Maelstrom first and decided they needed BKB before finishing the Mjolnir.
Yeah, he's getting crushed by stuns. He gets caught by 1x, 1 lasso, or 1 quick and he dies.
You only live.
Once again, the problem of not playing with a save.
Good luck out
Snowball's just
there.
not reliable as a save this game. You can't truly count it as it because it's almost impossible for Tusk to be in a position. And even if he saves the Weaver, he dies for it.
Swarms
So
over
it's not,
me.
like, it's not great either way. But I don't mind him stopping for a BKB and now going Mjolnir. It's just the curve is kind of gone in the game, right?
Yeah.
All you're hoping
Here's
for now
ice in
is
your eye.
some massive fight from Techies. No one's gonna die bot again. Fueling himself is just gonna get
My
ice
eyes
path out of
bites
that.
deep.
And resigned to his death at this point. There
Fangs
are quite a
of
few
ice.
mines here.
I'm under attack.
By that I just mean 2. Not that many.
Your mid tower ain't doing
not
too
argue.
well.
We'll
Just hang on tight.
try to go for this tier 3. The buyback onto no one is here now.
Here I
And
come.
they're going to try to fight. The boat coming in does connect on no one. This will be a dieback. A nice jump in from Zayak.
On.
As Kunkka looks like he's going to fall. It'll be a trade for techies. Well, and the buyback, I
Indeed.
suppose. But at this stage, I feel like VP, if they can get away with just that, then they'll take it. But Resolution
Yes.
might be in some trouble here.
Your
Snowball
bottom
was-
tower ain't long for this
The
world.
V2 still has the Aegis, of course. Extremely tanky with now the Reaver, so obviously going for the heart, similar to the last
Let's
game
go.
against the techies. And of course the Hood. Just
The ice wolf's bite.
the V2, or ILTW, I should say, on the Weaver. Really intent on finishing this one. That's probably the item they feel like they
Forward.
really
Hardly
need to
noticed.
take the next step. Although the next step might be the
My
You
friend.
could still run Wraith Band for the bottle if you wanted to. Although, assuming he uses his dust, he does have enough space for all the items. So he's just waiting for now.
To battle.
350 away. Not sure if he'll have time. CP is down, so not sure if Vitamin know this. It's like Solo's going to take a lot of damage from V-Tune, who just wants to use his Aegis at this point, most likely. And Flamebreak will put Solo in a horrendous spot. I've yet to see the Torrent Storm yet, but it hasn't
Your
really
mid
been
tower's coming
It's been
apart.
used once, right?
Oh, okay.
The fight mid that broke out on the
It just keeps getting
I think he had
better.
it there. Pretty sure.
I think
But-
no one is trying to cut the wave, so that implies that VP does not want to fight, but they might not have a choice, as that is now a double kill for V-Tune. Resolution put in a horrific spot. Aegis is consumed.
I thought as much.
Doesn't really get the value in terms of the full heal. But either way, they will get the full set of racks.
Yes.
The melee for now. No one. General in the top lane. Oh, this is
Swift
such
as
a
the walls
disaster
of Ice
game
Rock.
for no one. The bounty rune was taken. There's nothing he can do. That was the 10-second BKB.
Faster.
No, for General. So, a free Rax for all intents and purposes.
I move.
It's not going to get easier.
I'll not
Now
argue.
PL has a heart.
Ah,
They're getting him young.
indeed.
I don't really see them killing this guy.
Pain without consequence.
Hood,
You died to
Manta,
it.
3.3k health.
Yeah,
If
it
anything,
feels like-
those is these mines, but
To
they're
battle.
just gonna. Is there a sign there?
No. I'm not sure
There's
where the
no
sign
sign.
is, but it's been
Here
on
I
cooldown
come.
for a long time. Still has 70 seconds left. Telekinesis into the ice path. This could be the death
Agreed.
of Techie's Torrent to follow. Really good layering with Light of Moon. They're just going to dive the tower of the boat. Buyback
Plane.
onto Techie's now. The boat coming in will connect onto the Enchantress.
Into the breach.
So Solo spills. That's another death, or another buyback for him now. Torrent Storm, there we go.
Let's
Decent
go.
work at creating some space. Resolution getting extremely low, but there's the lasso. This is weird. We didn't get to see the owner active at all. Static charge. GG is Fight Moon is just doing whatever the hell they want in the base of VP. Buyback. So Resolution just got that buyback. Did not have it initially. Torrent onto two heroes. And that is a dieback now on Enchantress as the GGs come out. VP completely crushed in game 2.
It's me?
Light of Moon.
That's his tier is super
Indeed.
easy. Total class difference. Light him out. Super hot right now in VPR.
Let's
Pretty
go.
much cold. Favorite
I
fighting
think it had to do with Techie.
Ice, take you.
Ah, child, your eyes shine
I feel like the tier deserves a lot of attention just
I'll
because
not argue.
no matter which team it's on, it dictates the flow of the game entirely. It's kind of like when there's an alpha.
Consider thyself purified.
Or you need to at least have very good solutions. With tech,
The other fellas couldn't
they made it
save
look
that
so
top
easy. They
tower.
didn't make massive mistakes. Sure, he got a couple kills here or there on mines, but that's to be expected. Like,
Your bottom tower's
I
tight
never
to buy.
saw.
against this hero, but it was
Radiant's
never.
gone and fortified their structures.
The biggest letdown today from VP, to be honest, was that I didn't
Can't
really
get
get
enough
to
of
see
those
them take good
things.
fights. In this
Might
game, I
want to
think
check your bottom tower.
once again, I really think they drafted themselves into a corner. In game 1, I think they had a better shot, but misexecuted.
Into the breach.
It's a shame. But hey, Techie's lost 2 games. That's
You should be happy about that.
To battle.
or well, maybe we should want it to win so good.
Your bottom tower's toast.
Faster.
I've been hearing for years that Techies is absolutely hated by Ice Rock. I don't know if that's still the case.
I
but
thought
in
as
Dota
much.
1, apparently that was the thing. Maybe he's come around. But either way,
Agreed.
Fight Moon takes this series quite easily against VP, like you said. So they will face off against Team Secret, which is going to be next.
Here I come.
And the winner of that will face Team Liquid tomorrow. And the winner of that, great games to come. Tournament for you and me, Cinder. It was a pleasure, a true pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for dragging me up to the pod, rock and roll earlier in the tournament. Until next time,
Faster.
Not my warnings.
Out of mana. Can't feel a thing.
No breaking through the dire structures for now.
I didn't see that coming. To battle. Not ready. Attack! Down you go!
Double kill.
Swiftly!
Nothing left of the other fella's mid-tower.
I'll not argue. Invisibility! Die! Is it cold in here? Or is it just my ice spikes deep? Yes! Attack!
Hate to be your mid-tower right about now.
I thought as much. Indeed. On! I move! Here I come! No mana. Into the breach! Forward. This'll come in handy. Let's go! I'll not argue. I'm not ready. Faster! Indeed.
All right, carry on.
Yes! No time yet? Forward. I'll freeze you fast. Regeneration. Swiftly. On.
I'm open all night.
Here I come. Let's go. Agreed.
Can't do nothing about dire structures right now.
I thought as much. Into the breach. I move.
The other fella's top tower won't be making trouble no more.
To battle. Yes. I thought as much. Agreed. go. Cold cat. Ice.
The other fella's top tower had a little accident.
Denied.
Swiftly. To battle. Indeed. Forward. I'll not argue. Here's ice in your eye. On. Here I come.
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind. So much for the Radiant's courier. Poor little fella.
I move.
Hate to be your mid tower right about now.
Into the breach. To battle. Nice.
The Radiant's courier
Let's go.
didn't make it.
Agreed.
Triple kill!
This'll come in handy.
No, back here again.
That time
Fangs
is
of ice.
over.
Swiftly.
Your mid tower ain't doing too well.
On.
Your mid tower needs a little help.
Double damage. It's not done yet. Yes. I move. The ice wolves bite. Here I come. I'm under attack.
Monster kill!
I thought as much. This one's all
The other
mine.
fella's top rags is done for.
Down you go. Indeed. I'll freeze you fast.
Dire structure's looking fortified.
The ice will fight.
There goes one of the other fella's mid towers. The other fella's aiming to wreck your bottom tower.
I thought as much.
They're meaning to smash that bottom tower here.
On.
Consider yourself lucky. A dead mother. Triple kill! Unstoppable double kill. Triple kill!
I move. Fangs of ice. Ice, take you. Down you go. Yes. Attack!
Monster kill!
Here I come! Mechanism. Indeed. Swiftly!
The other fellas lost a mid-tower.
I'll not argue. Agreed.
The other fella's bottom tower. Nothing but fragments now.
My ice bites deep. Let's go. Mine. Forward.
Fella's mid-rags won't be making trouble no more.
Agreed.
There goes the other fella's mid-rags.
Yes. I move.
Nothing left of the other fella's mid-tower.
Here's ice in your eye. Down.
Dominating. Double kill.
Into the breach. Attack.
There goes one of the other fella's mid-towers.
I'll freeze you fast. The ice wolves bite. My ice bites deep. I'll not argue.
Have fun trying to bust down radiant structures now.
Indeed. Ice, take you. To battle.
The other fella's bottom tower's gone for good.
Let's go. Aren't you nice? Swiftly. I thought as much. Agreed.